Hi everyone! Happy Saturday. How's everyone doing? I just realized that the thing is delayed by like 10 seconds, so I was like prepping myself, fixing my shirt, and like, oh, that's actually being recorded. Oops. So today I am just chilling at home. It is pouring down rain. You can see a cattail right there. That's my butter cat. Maybe she'll make a little appearance today. I know some of you like to see my kitties. Yeah, I'm kind of hanging out at home. I don't plan to go anywhere because I don't really want to get soaking wet. I have my boozy drink today. Last time I did this, I made a mimosa, but I couldn't get the bottle of champagne to open, so I had to improvise and just make a virgin mimosa, which wasn't as fun. It wasn't like boozy or anything, but today, beauty in the booze. So to tell you what my drink is, I have 2 shots of espresso with a shot of Bailey's cream, and then I have about 3 tablespoons of, which is a heaping amount, of hot cocoa powder and steamed milk. And I did a really good job with my foam today. Look at that. I'm pretty excited. It's a little strong. I'm a lightweight, so you know, it is what it is. So, I also have my snacks here. So, if I'm eating, that's why, because I haven't had breakfast yet or lunch. Who's in the chat today? Is anyone here? Anyone here? Well, I'm just gonna hang out and pretend like people are here because no one's here yet. Yeah, I have purchased, whoops, I'm knocking stuff over, and occupational hazard. I have some newer palettes with me today, and I thought I will, hey, you, get out of there. My cat's on the desk playing with what just fell over. Anyway, I have several palettes here that I thought I'd show you, things that I've purchased recently, things that I've only really swatched. I haven't played with most of these that much. A few of them I've already been playing with, like I'm wearing one of them today, but hey, you stop chewing on stuff. Darn kitties. Cat life. Anyone, you know, I'm sure if you have cats, you can, really now, really? You're gonna really do that today? So, I thought I would go through trend mood today and kind of talk about some of the up and coming things and see if, you know, I have opinions and thoughts on them, which I'm sure I do. But, I mean, I'm not the only one who's been talking about all the releases recently, so it's not as though what I have to say is like super unique. But at the same time, I figure it would be kind of interesting. By the way, I'm going on to Instagram, and if you do not follow me there, you should. My handle, I'll type it into the chat here if I can. There it is. My Instagram is at M's Makeup-ry. There we go. Whoops, it tagged me. It wasn't supposed to. Oh well, it's all good. So yeah. So trend mood, let's go. Sorry, I got distracted there. I was like, oh, I should do a little shout out for my Instagram. I used to do daily pictures or daily images where I would do like a unique makeup look and just share it. I've actually gotten really creative with that, and I haven't done it in a really long time. I was trying to do, what was it, 100 days of makeup challenge where I did 100 days of different makeup looks, and I would post them every single day regardless of whatever I was wearing. So that was kind of fun, but then I fell off the bandwagon at about day 40 or something like that. And then I tried to do it again, and I miserably failed. And now I'm kind of like, hey, it's been a couple of years. Should I try it again? Maybe not. Maybe. I don't know. We shall see. But it makes it hard to want to do makeup when I wake up with a swollen eye. So this morning, this eye here, I don't know if you can tell compared to the other one. My lighting is not the best. Sorry, folks. But this eye is really swollen. I've had to put some steroid cream around my eye to help, reduce that swelling. But my eye was like this today when I woke up. It's pretty bad. I look like someone had punched me in the eye without the bruising. So not so pretty. Alrighty, let's go to Trend Mood. I don't know if any of this is really that new. I mean, I'm going to just kind of start where, let's see, how long ago was this posted? Let's just start at the very beginning of October. I think that would be a good place to start. So that's September 25th. Wow, there's a lot going on September 25th. Actually, I do want to talk about this one particular collection really fast. Oh, hello. Hello, phone. And, whoa. I am not tech savvy sometimes. This, I haven't figured out how to stream this. I am so sorry. I'm like tech illiterate sometimes. But this is the Butte Bean collaboration with Shroud Cosmetics. And this is the, it's freaking Bats palette. I did order this. I'm not sure when I'll get it, but I ordered this because I love Shroud and I love supporting indie businesses, and that color story screams out to me. It's grungy, it's jewel toned, which you all know I love if you've been with me a while, and if you haven't, by the way, I love grungy tones and I love jewel tones. I love the greens especially. And yeah, so I did order this palette. It has like a limey chartreuse shade and this bright periwinkle lilac-y shade, a red violet with what looks like a gold reflex on it, a deep forest green, a shimmering kind of minty olive green, a mustardy kind of pea green color, which looks so gross and grungy, but it's like, it'll look really nice in an eyeshadow look. And then kind of a blue violet, a really light lavender blue violet with more of a silvery blue shift. I'm guessing that's like a deepened blackened plum. It doesn't look like a pure black. Oh, hi Butters, you made an appearance today. And then finally there's like a satin metallic almost kind of teal color. So I am all about that color scheme and I'm excited to get that. I also ordered a few other things from Shroud Cosmetics. I will quickly show you. Again, I'm sorry. I am like the worst when it comes to trying to figure out stuff. Shroud Cosmetics, it remembered it right away because I've been to their site so many times. Palettes. Oopsie. Not that. I don't want that. Oh, for Pete's sake. I hate when I do this. Okay. Eyeshadow Palette. So I decided to also order this pretty thing. This is the Divinity Palette. I've been eyeballing this for so long. It's basically a theme around different goddesses from different cultures. So you got Hathor, who I believe is Egyptian, Ocean, Katesh, Aphrodite, Milda, Bastet, Rati, and Freya. And the colors are, again, grungy, because you know me. Those are the colors. So nothing like super unique, but also just perfect pops of color. So there we go. So like coral, that bright purple, mustardy yellow, and kind of a typical pink champagne shade. And then you got your grungy green, mildewy green, a gray, kind of a muted peach, and then a cocoa reddish, burgundy-ish, brownish, sienna-ish, I don't know, the ish brown. So yeah, I ordered that. And then I also ordered the Creepy Cute singles. Unfortunately, the palette was completely sold out. So I ended up getting the singles instead, which cost a few more dollars, but hey, it's all right. The Creepy Cute is something that I've been wanting a long time, and I finally decided to bite the bullet and got it. So those are the shades. I'll have them in a single, I'll have them in a magnetic palette, so that'll make it a little bit easier to, travel with and such. But they're pastel shades, but they're also wearable. They're not so light that you can't see them, because that's my gripe with having pastel shades, is that they don't show up, even on us pasty pale girls, you know, or people. Excuse me, I'm trying to be inclusive there. But yeah, that's what I ordered from Shroud. And then I am still waiting for, what is it that I ordered? No, that's it. I don't have any other orders. Oh, you hear that rain. Excuse me. I think it's time for some hot. I don't know, is this like creamy, boozy hot chocolate? No, excuse me, a boozy mocha. That's what that is, because there is some espresso in there. I know my connection's kind of wonky right now. I think it's because of the rain. So, lo siento. So yeah, I guess I'll show you some of the recent palettes I got. For those of you watching on the replay, yeah, so you'll get to see some of these palettes. I was hoping to do a tag video in this. I think that would be kind of fun. So I'll pull that up in a little bit after I show you the palettes, because I'm sure that's probably interesting. Actually, I'm all over the place. I am like squirrel ADD here. I said I was going to go through Trend Mood and talk about the new releases. Then I'll show you the palettes. Then we'll do the tag the first time. Because, yeah. I am all over the place today. Okay. So I ordered that. Okay, next thing on here is, ooh, these are kind of cool. So on September 26th, Trend Mood posted this Sugar Pill collection. This is, oh, I love those colors. You got berry tones, which I'm all about, a blue and a mint. I think, Clara, you talked about this and you have those colors already. I'm pretty sure I do too, but I can't help but admire that because I love the color scheme. And I have yet to try Sugar Pill. It's one of those brands that I've always wanted to try, but I also don't want to purchase those large singles because they're huge. And I, for years, have been wanting to buy that buttercream yellow. I am a sucker for a really good matte yellow. However, I don't want to spend $20 on one, you know? And for a huge one that I might use maybe once a month, maybe not. Maybe once every couple of months. Yeah, it seems like a waste of money for a product I would rarely wear. Ooh, okay. So I'm reading the description, and that's where they get me. That's where they sucker me in. So there's Sleepwalker, which is that, looks like a duochrome. Oh, it's glacial silver with iridescent turquoise sheen. I actually don't have a shadow that does that. Uh-oh, I might be in trouble. Tilda Swinton's Icicle Crown in Chronicles of Narnia. Ooh, okay. Chronicles of Narnia is one of my favorite classic book series. The movies were okay. I wish they had actually finished the movie series because that would have been amazing, but they only did 2 or 3, which was silly. It's like, why? Why would you just stop there? Why don't you do all 7? But I loved the Chronicles of Narnia. So I got just quick story time here. When I was about 9 or 10 years old, one of my aunts had sent me the first 4 books in a set. I didn't read them until I was a little bit older because I was 9 and, you know, whatever. I had my very favorite books, and if those books were if there were new books to me that didn't quite pique my interest, then I was kind of like, I'll just keep them for now, and those will be on the backup if I am absolutely bored and don't have anything else to do. So it took me a long time to read them, and then finally when I read them, I loved them. And then I realized, oh, it's part of a series, and I only have the first 4 books. Now, in terms of first 4 books, it's the order that C.S. Lewis had preferred to put them in. So it starts out with The Magician's Nephew, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. What's the third one? The Horse and His Boy, and then Prince Caspian. So I had those 4. And then years later, because I'm OCD, I wanted to complete that set. So I could not find that particular set, like, it was a paperback and it had like a white spine with like silver coloring on it. It was really a very unique publication. So I was trying really hard for a long time to find them. So I would go to thrift stores, I would go to secondhand bookstores to look to see if they had them. And over like 3 or 4 years, I finally got the remaining 3 in the exact set. So now I have the complete set. And I'm very proud of myself because I'm OCD about having complete sets. So that's that, and that's the story, and I'm sticking to it. But anyway, now that they're talking about Chronicles of Narnia here, I'm kind of sold on it, even though I don't really need it. Then there's Flurry, which is a frosted lilac. Oh, they're going down. That's pretty. FedEx is outside. Not for me, it's for my neighbor, sadly. I don't have anything coming in the mail like that. There's Helium, which is the matte periwinkle blue. Inspired by the scene in My Girl, the first rule of makeup is that you can never wear enough blue eyeshadow. Oh my gosh. My girl, my girl, my girl, talking about my girl, my girl. I love that movie. I actually have it on DVD. And the first and second one. So I might need to watch that soon. Next is Ego, which is the matte eggplant. They're kind of going out of a weird order here, which is annoying. So Ego, I have many colors that are like that. Oh, I missed one. 16, which is a matte warm tone violet. That one's pretty. I'm not sure that I absolutely need that. Oh, there's a storm a-brewing. Not only is it raining, but now we've got thunder and lightning. So my cats are probably going to go spastic here in a few minutes. So that might make for an interesting replay for you folks. Okay, moving on. Next is this Glam Rock eyeshadow quad from KVD Vegan Beauty. That is not, I hate saying that. KVD Vegan Beauty. It's like, why can't you just call it KVD Beauty or Kendo Vegan Beauty? Why does it have to be KVD? Why can't it just be Kendo Vegan Beauty or KVD? I don't know. I hate the name. I hate the rebrand name. It's dumb. I said it. Anyway, they are coming out with this new Shade and Light quad, and it is an interesting color choice. It's got kind of this creamy vanilla shade, metallic electric blue, your typical butterscotch orangey matte shade, and then a golden, kind of an antique muted gold color. I'm skipping. I liked this formula. I actually do have one of the green palettes that look like this. Could you expect anything less from me? But it is green. I actually should pull it out sometime. It was still branded under Kat Von D, but you know, I think a lot of people have moved on from that, and since she's not making money from the brand anymore, I think we're good, but I also feel kind of weird about it. Does anyone feel weird about using those products yet? Like, there's some products from that line I really liked. Like the tattoo liner is really good. I liked the Shade and Light quads like that. It's a good formula. I haven't really purchased any of the big palettes. Every time I wanted one, it would just kind of, I would wait a while to get it, and then all of a sudden it was gone. And I waited too long. It's one of those impulse buys. You have to be impulsive to get it, and there's some things where I will be impulsive, but other times, if I'm on the fence, I just wait. I figure, you know what, I'll wait a day or two, and if it's there, it's there. If not, it's not, and it was not meant to be. So that's that. Okay, next up is this, I guess there's a new beauty brand. Mitchell, or Made by Mitchell. I don't know what that is. It seems interesting. I don't know. I would have to look at the colors and see if it's anything unique to the market. Because as much as I want to try indie brands, I also don't want to buy a bunch of stuff I already have, you know. So no color, it's all black and white. Oh, is it nail art? Oh, it's liquid lipsticks, glosses, liquid eyeshadows, 2 palettes. Oh, interesting. There's the thunder. And the thunder rolls and the lightning strikes. Okay, this is definitely not new anymore. It's hyped. It's sold out. I'm definitely not getting it. I was not even really interested in it when it first launched. It was, the packaging of it was really cute, but the color story just didn't speak to me. I didn't feel like it was, you know, hocus pocusy enough. So it's a ColourPop Hocus Pocus collection. Yeah, it was cute, but just not my, you know, not my jam. I've seen this a bajillion times on Trend Mood. It's cute, but I don't really need it. I have so many color stories that are similar or single eyeshadows. It's the Marc Jacobs Cherry collection. It says it's a holiday collection. Let's be real. Cherries are not popular in the holidays around December, right? That's a summer fruit. So that was meant to be a summer collection, and they're trying to recoup those costs. They shouldn't call it a holiday collection. They should just say pushed out, you know, or delayed summer collection, you know. That's just my thought. Some of the products seem kind of neat, though. I mean, what was it that I was kind of eyeing and thinking about? I do like their liquid or their gloss sticks. I do have one that I really like. A lot of people don't like them. I don't know why, but it's basically a stick form of a lip gloss. You just apply it like you would lipstick. I like it. I like them. They're pigmented without being like, the one I have is like a bright bubblegum pink, so it's not something I would wear with like every single makeup look, but you know, it's fun. Okay, moving on. Oh, they're talking about, oh, I guess they're doing one last restock of the Pure Cosmetics Raw Beauty Christie collection. By the way, I finally got it. I ordered it on the second restock, and it finally came in like 2 weeks ago. I will show you that really quick since we are on that topic. Oh, I haven't used it yet. I can't wait to use it, but I'm not sure if I want to use it in a video because, hi Sue, welcome. I'm not sure if I want to use it in a video because some people can't really get it. I mean, there is that last restock, but I'm sure it's completely sold out at this point. But yeah, I am excited to have this palette. I was swatching it. I did swatch it, and it does swatch nicely. These are highly pigmented. But let me know, is this something you would like me to do, like even a color story or just play with it in a video? Just let me know, because I'm kind of on the fence with that. I love it. The colors I definitely will use because I'm all about matte shades. But oh, there's the thunder again. Thunder and lightning storm. The rain has subsided some, but we still have a lot of thunder and lightning. Alrighty, moving on. So Sue, thanks for popping in. I'm just kind of going through trend mood and going through some of the recent releases and chats about kind of what's on the market, what I'm kind of interested in, what I'm planning on skipping, and so on. So I'm on this, and I said this earlier, so if you watch the replay up to this point, I'm repeating myself, so I apologize for that. But I am not tech savvy enough to figure out how to stream my computer screen onto this yet. I need to try and figure that out for next time. But in the meantime, I'm just showing you my phone because, I don't know, it works. Okay, so this is the by Mario, Beauty by Mario collection. I've seen a couple of videos here on YouTube reviewing the collection. Mel Thompson, for example, did a video and she did the whole collection, and she wasn't, her reaction to the products were kind of it was I can't speak, is that it was a little lackluster. And after watching her apply it, I can kind of see that. I am most intrigued by this palette, though. It is their Metals palette. However, it does remind me of the Illamasqua Liquid Metals palette, which I do have. It's a quad of 4 separate metallic shades, and it's a cream base. I think these are powders that can turn into a cream. The idea here is that you use the little mixing palette and uses little mixing medium, and it creates like this liquid shadow, which is interesting. I like the concept. I definitely like the cream formulas, at least from Illamasqua, because it just applies nicely. I should use that in a video sometime because it's been a while since I've used it, but that's what this reminds me of. So it's not anything super unique or brand new to the market. I know Illamasqua is a brand that used to get a lot of attention here on YouTube, but since they are no longer sold at Sephora, I feel like they've kind of fallen off and people don't talk about them anymore. But I really do like some of their products. The other things from his line, like the Metallics palette, it looks pretty, but they're pretty subdued. And I have so many metallic shades that I like, so nothing there speaks out. Mel was saying that these crystal, what are these called? Crystal reflector highlighters. I'm not about glitter on the face, but it's, so I wouldn't use it for that. I would use it as an eye topper, and Mel was showing it off, and she was less than enthused about this one because it's just not as sparkly as others that are on the market. Are you talking about how much the metallic metals one costs? The Mario one is, for the Master Metals eyeshadow palette from Mario, is $48. From Illamasqua, I think it's about the same price. They're not that different. Here, I'll look it up really quickly. Masca. Whoops, it might help if I spelled it correctly. Illamasqua.com. Oh, apparently Illamasqua's been around for 12 years. I didn't realize they were that new. I thought they were a little bit of an older brand. Interesting. Let's see, where are they? Huh, interesting. I can't find it here. Eyes, palettes. Oh, it's not going to show up here. I'm going to have to Google it. Anyway, it's probably about the same price. It's not like the cheapest thing in the world, but it is good. It's really nice, the Illamasqua one. So $48 for the Mario one, probably about the same price for Illamasqua. Okay. And then they have the matte palette, which looks pretty, but Mel did a comparison between this and the Viseart matte neutrals palette, which I own, and I absolutely love that palette. That one is expensive. It's like the Viseart one that is like $80, I think, somewhere around there. So it's expensive. It's something that I use in my makeup kit because it's so versatile. You can't go wrong with having some really great mattes, and in neutral tones, that is. This one I'm kind of intrigued by, but I feel like the Viseart one looks more pigmented, and I really don't need this, but I'm intrigued by it. And then there are some pencils and liners, and meh, it doesn't really excite me. And then I guess there's also like a highlighter collection, or like a face collection where you have, what are they? These are out of order. Oh, it's the Master Secret? No. Wait. These are completely out of order. I don't know what that's supposed to be. I guess it's like, oh, it's the eye setting stuff. So it's like a primer or something. I don't know. It's just, I have my MAC paint pots if I want something like that. And today I'm wearing the Laura Mercier Caviar Stick. Those things are nice. I have that as a base, which is that taupey color you might see on my eyes here. And then over the top of that, I actually just have a light green eyeshadow, which is in this palette. If I can open it up. I have this green over the top of that, and that's all I'm wearing on the eyes today. Really simple, but effective, right? Oh, and he also came out with some brushes, which I'm also kind of like meh about. Okay, moving on. Then there is Bite Beauty. It looks like some new lip products, maybe some lip balms. Is that what that is? Yeah, lip balms and lip stains and lip care products. I have a Bite Beauty lip pencil thing, whatever they're called. What are they called? Long wear crayon. There we go. I have one. I haven't used it yet. I need to, because it's this most beautiful, like, vampire bloody red. Like, I know, sorry, it works for Halloween. But it's like this deep, beautiful red, and I'm all about reds. The only thing is, though, when you're wearing a mask, why bother wearing lipstick? Especially once it gets on your mask, it's so hard to get out. So, oh my goodness, that startled me. Okay, apparently that lightning is right above because I just heard. Oh, my poor kitty is right here. She's startled. Oh, it's okay. Oh, it's okay. Let's see. Yeah, I agree with you, Sue. Yeah, holiday. Thankfully I've already purchased everything I need to for my sister. I don't really go that overboard with holiday gifts, but it's kind of, I'm a little worried about retail, just as as businesses, because they rely on this time of year to recoup some of their operating costs, and I doubt that people, like you said, are willing to go into debt to buy presents. Yeah, this economy and the election season on top of that, things are so in flux. It's a really interesting year, to put it in just a basic description. It's the most interesting year I think I've ever had. Dumpster fire, basically, right? Yeah, yeah, there's a lot of stuff that politically kind of worries me, but at the same time, I'm just trying to keep my head up, my chin up, and my head thinking forward, and just thinking about the things that I can control in my life and not worrying about the things I can't control. So that's giving me a little bit of peace. It's hard. It's so easy to get anxious. I struggle with anxiety a lot, and I have a really great therapist, and she's helped me develop some really great tools that help me through my anxiety. But I feel so, there's a lot of people who are definitely worse off than me. Like I was laid off earlier this year, like at the very beginning of the year. So it's been an interesting year. I've been fortunate that I'm like doing okay. And, I'm not as worried about myself, but I feel for all the families and individuals who are really struggling right now. And the job market, yeah, it's tough going. But we'll see how things go, I guess. People are still buying, I guess. I don't know. I mean, I feel as though that these makeup companies wouldn't be releasing as much if they didn't think they could make their money. I don't know. Of course, a lot of this was probably planned before everything went haywire. I don't know. But as far as me purchasing anything here, I'm not really interested in anything that Bite Beauty has. It sounds intriguing, but lip products this time of just in general, I've heard that we're going to be continuing to wear masks at least until mid 2021. So I doubt I'll be buying any lip products for the foreseeable future, It just seems kind of pointless. I mean, I still wear it at home or for videos and such, but, or in Zoom meetings if I have them, but other than that, like, why? Ooh, so apparently Sigma is coming out with some new stuff. Ooh, rose gold. I might have to look at this a little bit more. My sister is obsessed with rose gold. It's like her favorite thing. Although I already purchased all the presents I need for her this year, so I probably shouldn't buy these. And she hasn't been really wearing a lot of makeup lately. I mean, definitely most people haven't been. But this is interesting. It's makeup collection that has a brush set, of course, because Sigma is known for their brushes, with a bag, which is actually kind of cute. It's let's see if I can find it on here. That's what it looks like. It's like a plastic, but with glitter stuck in it. Sorry. Ooh, there we go. You can kind of see it. It's kind of interesting. My sister loves glitter too, so maybe I'll just get her the brushes and makeup bag. Okay, I don't need to buy her anything else. I got her enough presents. You see consumerism at its best when you look online and you see all these pretty things and you're just compelled to buy all the pretty things even if you don't need the pretty things. Yeah, and it comes with lip glosses, eyeshadow palette. The eyeshadow palette's cute. Let's see, do they have a picture of just the palette on its own? Sort of. Let's see. There we go, kind of. It's not really the best picture. It's what looks like a six pan. I have two Sigma palettes. I haven't really dipped into them recently. Oops, hold on. So I ended up purchasing the Untamed and the Enchanted palettes, and they are lovely. I can't wait to play with these a little bit more. There's the Enchanted. I love all those sparkly shades and the duochromes. And then Untamed, because I absolutely love grungy tones. This spoke to me because it's like the perfect fall palette. And then, of course, I heard so many wonderful things about it. And, I mean, grungy tones in me. Yeah. So those are two palettes I already have from Sigma, so I probably shouldn't get any more palettes, especially since I really haven't dipped into those yet. So I'll probably skip on this, even though I love the idea of rose gold and, thinking, oh, I could buy that for my sister. No, I really don't need to. And if Steffi, if you are watching by chance, sorry, you can buy it yourself. Hi there. I'm probably not going to pronounce that right? Is it Vimpe or Vimpa? Hi, welcome. Thanks for stopping by. All right, next is this, oh, Wayne Goss. I haven't tried any of his products. They're a little bit more on that luxury price point. I've been wanting to try some of his stuff though. I've heard nothing but good things. So these are the Weightless Veil Blush Palettes, and there are 4 of them. Let's see if you can see those. Sorry guys, it's such a terrible. Yeah, they're for different skin tones, which I like and appreciate. I might, oh, those are the colors. There we go. Here, I'm gonna move my screen so I'm not playing around like that anymore. Yeah, so these are kind of pretty. I'm tempted. I like that they're what they appear to be like buildable, nice and rosy colors, and just, I don't know, they look like they have a little bit of luminosity to them. So then there's peachy gold tones, your brighter tones for darker, deeper skin tones. She's so beautiful. And one thing about this photo, from this view, it definitely looks edited, but it's not. You can see all the texture and wrinkles and everything around her lips, around her eyes, her forehead. You see all of her skin pores, which I absolutely love. Wayne is always talking about how we don't need to, Photoshop everything, and he's absolutely right. Like, you can see all of her pores. I love that because nobody has perfect skin. You see her pores and her skin texture. And I mean, she's beautiful anyway. She doesn't really need to correct her skin. Same with her. She's got beautiful skin. They all have beautiful skin. But I love that you just see natural skin without it being photoshopped. I have to say kudos to Wayne. Thank you, Wayne. If you will never watch my video, but thank you, Wayne. I'll send those good vibes out and hopefully he gets them. Yeah. Oh, I just hid my chat here. Yeah, I can understand. They're definitely a luxury price point, and they aren't like, for a newer brand, it definitely can feel way too pricey. And I think that's been what has prohibited me from buying some of his products too, is that they're a bit higher in price. And I think you have to buy from Beauty Bay, or was it Beautylish or Beauty Bay? And I haven't really purchased anything from them. So if I decide to purchase Wayne Goss, I'd probably make like a mega order. So I have not only Wayne Goss, but some other things. And right now I'm kind of going down this rabbit hole of indie brands that I want to try out more than I want to try out his stuff. Although his is up there. It's just maybe not right now. Maybe later. Okay. Oh, my sister also absolutely loves Nightmare Before Christmas. So this was something I was considering for her before I purchased her last present. But I was looking at the color story of this a little bit more, and it doesn't really fit the films. So this is the Nightmare Before Christmas collection with Makeup Revolution. I have a Halloween palette from them from maybe a year or two ago, maybe longer. And it's okay. It's nothing to, tell my mom about kind of thing. But it is really cute. The packaging alone is adorable, but again, I can't really justify it. The makeup bags, however, maybe. The makeup bags are really cute. Sorry, I'm terrible. There we go. A little bit better. My sister loves, I might get her the makeup bags because, oh, there we go. Better picture. I could have just looked. The first one, excuse me, is white, and it's got the Jack Skellington head, Oogie Boogie, and like faded out Sally and some other little caricatures. And then the bottom one is just a black one with, looks like maybe Zero. I don't know what that is. And then Jack Skellington heads. The skeleton heads are kind of cute, but we'll see. The palettes, however, not so much. Like, it's just a random smattering of colors, and I think it would have been better to have like a 9 pan or maybe even 12 or something, just something more curated that fits the theme, had just a better feel for it overall. I don't know, it's just a smattering of colors that doesn't really scream to me Nightmare Before Christmas. It doesn't really feel like there's a lot of thought that went into that. The only thing that I feel like they did really well is the packaging, which is the only reason I would buy this, but it's not a good enough reason for me to buy it. They also have some highlighters and what looks to be like some lip glosses. Meh. Oh, and some brushes. The brushes are kind of cute. I haven't heard anything about their brushes before. Have either of you tried them? I don't know. I don't know. I guess we'll have to see. Maybe other people will do reviews on it and let us know if it's actually good or not. So apparently there is this Glow Skin Beauty collection. Oh, it's a giveaway. But anyway, Glow Skin Beauty products. I'm not sure. Hi, Clara. Welcome. Good to see you. Glad you could stop by. I'm just going through trend mood and kind of talking about some of the stuff that that is coming out, releases, those types of things. And then I'm kind of showing off some of the other collection items or new items to my collection. And yeah. And then at the end, if there's time, I might do a tag video and just kind of go through some of my thoughts on fall. Yeah, I had to reschedule it, Clara. I'm so sorry. I had it scheduled and then something came up and I had to push it to today. But I'm glad you're able to make it. I'm sorry for the scheduling mishap. I feel badly about that. But yeah, I'm gonna skip this. I did a, what do you call it? What is it called? My goodness, I'm having a brain fart. Oh gosh. Anyway, I did a video where I went through all my makeup, or excuse me, all my like beauty related items that weren't makeup, and trying to use them up, and I was like, it's a pain point for me with how much product I have. Basically in that video I was saying I'm not buying skincare items unless it's something that I need, or I'm out of, that I don't already have as a backup of backups of. So I'm trying not to buy skincare items, and that's just not something that I really need to look at right now. Oh, and then of course there's a ton of Sephora holiday sets. I'm not going to go through all of these that are on here because there's like 9 of them, and I'm sure they have them elsewhere in in their feed. Yeah, Project Pan. Yes, that's it, Sue. Kind of a project pan of my beauty items. I'm trying to just get through what I have, because I have these giant baskets full of stuff, and it's an eyesore. It doesn't matter how much I get so much of it in my Ipsy glam bags, and I appreciate it. And I have to go in and say in my preferences not to send me skincare items anymore. Hi, Sophie. Good to see you. Welcome. Thanks for stopping by and hanging out. But yeah, I get so much skincare items that I have to tell Ipsy not to send me anymore, because otherwise I'm just drowning in product. And I've been giving stuff away, but just not quickly enough. I don't know how I've gotten so much skincare stuff, because honestly, I'm the laziest person when it comes to skincare. Like, I'll do my full face and makeup, and I'm not good with that. But if it comes to doing skincare, I'm like, moisturizer, good. Makeup remover, good. I'm good. Don't need anything else. Although I am trying retinol out. My skin looks like crap right now because I've been using retinol. So it takes about a month for that to go through, I guess. I don't know. It's like peely, gross skin, and been going through that. I am doing fantastic. It's kind of an interesting day. I'm hanging out at home. I have my boozy drink here. I made, let's see, what is this? It's 2 shots of espresso with some hot chocolate mix, a shot of Bailey's, because it's Beauty and the Booze. I gotta have a little booze with this, and steamed milk. So I should actually have some. So good. How are you doing, Sophie? How's everyone doing? Yeah, I'm bad about that too, Clara. Like, I get all these little tiny things, and it's like, how am I supposed to know if this actually works? Because you're supposed to use it for a good 2 to 4 weeks to have any results. So what's the point, right? And I'm of that same nature. I'm like, I don't want to waste the product, but it's here. Yeah. Yep, I'm yeah, I'm with you, Sophie. I'm like, All this extra stuff, like, do I really need it? I just need to clean my face and I need to moisturize it. Is there anything else I really need to? But I've been trying the retinol and it seems to be an interesting experiment. I'll let you know how that goes later. We'll see. And then I've also been trying out, well, I've only used it a handful of times because you're not supposed to use it that often. They call it the vampire facial, but it's the chemical exfoliator from The Ordinary. It's like this deep red color, and you put it on your face, and it sloughs off all your dead skin. So yeah, I've been using that here and there. I'm kind of tempted to use it lately because of my poor chappy, like peely skin, but I at the same time don't really know that I should because the retinol. I don't know. I'm not like the best when it comes to knowing much about skincare. Yeah. Oh, well, you should get to filming something. Do you need inspiration? I'm just kidding. I've been that way for the last few weeks where I was on a schedule of filming. I have a whole content calendar that I track all the filming that I do, the days that the videos will be uploaded by, and I just haven't been sticking to it. I haven't just been feeling that great, and the weather's been just not cooperating with me for me to actually feel well because I have arthritis. So when it's raining and gross out, I'm like, I'm so stiff. I don't want to sit in my chair for that long, you know. But yeah, I've been in that same boat. I'm feeling a little bit more inspired. I have a ton of Halloween looks that I have planned. I'm actually gonna try to film one today. We'll see. That's why this is back here, this little rod rack thing, because I have backdrop that I'm going to be using for the video. But my eye, I mentioned this earlier, but my eye is swollen. I woke up and my eye was like this. I could barely open it. It was so puffy. I have some steroid cream on it, so I'm not sure if I should film today. I am wearing makeup on it today and right now, but I'm kind of like, it probably shouldn't be, but I don't know. I just didn't want to look like a garbage pail of grossness because I'm not wearing foundation though. I am wearing a little bit of blush and a little bit of highlighter, but I didn't really want to put anything on my face because of how sensitive it's been with the retinol. Excuse me, my voice is going. Oh, I haven't watched American Horror Story. I know I'm kind of behind the times with that. I actually did watch 2 episodes, but for whatever reason, I just never went back to watch them. I know they're on Netflix, and I think Hulu might have them on there. I should watch them, especially this time of year. It'd be perfect for Halloween, right? The eyeshadow wardrobe tag. Depend on what. Yeah, that took me so long to kind of figure out what palettes I wanted to highlight for that video because I have so many palettes and I actually just do random selection or I grab something and I'm like, this looks interesting. How am I going to make this work today? And that's actually what I did today is I grabbed my Laura Mercier caviar stick. There's like this taupey gray color that I chose. I'm like, I haven't used this in forever and I want something simple and easy that isn't going to, harm my eyes or be super glittery. Although I did kind of put a shimmering glittery shadow on my lids, but I digress. I did throw that all over the eyes and then I put on, sorry if this is a repeat. This palette is terrible. I can't open it very well. But I've used this palette a bajillion times lately. And it's this light green. I just pop that over the top and that's all I'm wearing on the eyes. But yeah, I grab various palettes. Like I'll think about something like, oh, I have that one palette with that one particular eyeshadow in it. And I'm like, wear that nonstop for like weeks. And then I'll go to something else. So it does definitely depend for me. But I had to think about what I grabbed the most, I guess. Or what the most practical things would be for me. Give Luna a little head scratch for me. My little Sandy is right here. She's a little camera shy right now. Ooh, that does not sound good. The dislocated knee. I'm sorry that you have to deal with that pain. My pain's usually in my back. And any pain in general when it's cold out is just not fun. Not fun at all. And I have to stay away from taking too many NSAIDs like ibuprofen or naproxen, but they're the only things that really help my back pain. But I'm supposed to stay away from them because they get flushed through your kidneys, and my family has a history of kidney failure and kidney problems, and I'm highly susceptible for that, to kidney issues with my medical issues, which is a whole different story. I'll go into that later, but yeah, I have to try not to take too much NSAID. So I'm like, pain, kidney problems, like, huh, like, how do I pick, you know? Um, yes, Clar. Yep, definitely has. The whole COVID thing has my mind blown at the nicest way to say that. I have family who have COVID, and I'm worried sick about them. My uncle has COVID. My brother has COVID. Thankfully, my brother's doing fine. My uncle seems to be asymptomatic, but he was just tested and tested positive recently, and it's worrisome because he's got some health issues. So I'm hoping and praying that he'll be okay. Both of them will be fine, but my brother knows people who've actually passed away from COVID, and people don't take it seriously enough. And then I have another friend whose mom was in the hospital for a long time on a ventilator, and she thankfully made it, and she's out of the hospital. She's recovering, but this is serious, and people don't take it seriously enough. Oh, thank you, Sophie and Clark. Uh, yeah, without the makeup, I felt like a little garbage bucket. Like if I don't have my brows on, I look like an old lady trying to look young, if that makes sense. My face, I just have a moisturizer, and then I put some blush on just so that I have a little bit of glow to my skin. But yeah, I'm pretty fortunate that I have a pretty even skin tone. I do have a lot of redness here. The lighting and my lackluster webcam kind of disguise that, so that's good. And then I figure if I do go anywhere today, which is unlikely, my mask is gonna hide pretty much, most of my face, so it's not gonna really matter if I wear anything or not. Apocalypse. I haven't seen that. Is that on Netflix or Hulu? I feel like I've heard of it, but maybe not. I don't know. There's so many apocalyptic kinds of shows that maybe I shouldn't watch it. Maybe that'll get my anxiety way up. Oh, yeah, naproxen. I feel like you have to be so careful with any medications anymore. I have antidepressant that I take that I have to be really careful with. And I'm also on hormone replacement therapy, so I can't have certain things with that too. Like grapefruit. I can't have any grapefruit juice or grapefruit with my hormones because it makes them defective and it can cause some weird skin problems, which I definitely don't need. So I have to avoid grapefruit, which stinks because I love grapefruit. Thanks. Yeah, I hope so too. I think my brother's through the worst of it. He's doing fine. This was several months ago, but with COVID being what it is, we just don't know what we don't know. Okay, I'll have to check it out. I was watching Netflix last night, and okay, the two shows I'm watching right now on Netflix are Sister Sister. Does anyone remember that from the 90s? I loved that show so much as a kid. And now that it's back, I'm just like, oh my gosh, I'm watching it. I'm almost through the entire, maybe halfway through, maybe a little over halfway through. So I binge watch it because I love it so much. And I forgot how good that show is. Even though it's a little dated with, the outfits and technology and whatnot, it still is just as good as it was back in the 90s when it was on the air. It's so funny. I find myself cracking up. And it takes a lot to make me laugh, like have a good belly laugh. I mean, I laugh at my own dumb jokes here, but but to actually have to pause and laugh for a good minute or two, like I've actually had a lot of that in Sister Sister. It's just such a good show. And then I'm also watching the Great British Bake Off because I am a foodie and I love to bake, and I keep finding inspiration to bake even though I live by myself and I don't and should not be baking because then I'll gain like 100 pounds or basically gain back the 100 pounds that I've lost over the last 6 years. I don't need that, but I want to. But I can kind of, live vicariously through the TV, I guess. That was a long-winded way of saying that. Hi, Sam. Glad you could come by. It's good to see you. It's fine. We've been just chilling and I've been sitting here drinking my boozy hot mocha, well, it's not so hot anymore. It's kind of lukewarm. Ooh, Andrew. I don't know. What season was that? I've watched, sadly, Netflix doesn't have all of them, or if they do, they're out of order. I don't know. I can't remember which season is which, but I'll have to double check, because if he's that cute, I should look at I should see. Yeah, sister, it's like, oh, I'm sorry. You got to take care of what you got to take care of, right? And, kids will be kids, right? But yeah, Sister was one of my favorite shows growing up, and I love it. It's so funny. Okay, I'll have to look at season 6. If not, I can probably Google it. I mean, Google's the answer to everything now, right? Oh, finished crime shows. I wish we could get more international shows here in the US. Sadly, we don't get much. Like, if we do, it's usually like BBC related content or maybe some Canadian shows. When I was little, we used to have, rabbit ears, bunny ears, and we lived so close to the Canadian border that we would just pick up all the Canadian shows. And when I was little, I used to watch Sesame Street in French because that's all we could get. Oh, cool. What's your Instagram handle, Sophie? I'll actually take a look at it now. Yeah, Tom, if you're Christian, I could see it from your point of view, but I think Halloween can be fun if you know what to avoid and what your limits are. There's some really cute things like the pumpkins, and you don't have to even look at like witchcraft or the evil horror gory stuff. There's a lot of really fun little things with Halloween that I like, scarecrows and pumpkins, and I don't know. That's all I can think of right now. Okay, I will look you up right now, Sophia. I'm pretty sure I have like I'm gonna sound a little weird here. I have 3 Instagram accounts. I know. Sophie, 4, 8. There you are. Come on. It's taking a minute here. Let's see. La 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 la. I wonder if my phone carrier's down. Interesting. Well, it's not pulling up, so I will keep this. Well, hold on. I'm going to take a little screenshot of that so I remember your username, or I can go back to the chat. I don't know. My phone's not loading what I want it to. Okay, there it goes. Oh, your account is private, so I can't see it. Okay. Yeah, your account's private, so I will follow back, and you have to accept the request. Oh, I'll add you too, Clara. Oh, my voice is going. Go. There you are. Follow. There we go. Yeah, I just followed you, Sophie, so you'll have the request in your Instagram account. Oh, okay, so I'm not so odd with having 3. I guess people create different accounts for the different kinds of things you follow. That's partly why I have 3. One of them is like personal stuff that I post, like just my random life stuff. The one I followed you guys on is my makeup and beauty one. I also have a photography one for my photography business, although I have not really posted much on there at all. Okay, cool. Let's see. My phone is being really slow today. Let's try it again. Oops, wrong person. Sophie. There you go. So, how long ago was it posted? Is it, oh, is it this one here? Oh, yep, that's him. I found it. He's adorable. He looks like he's really tall. Is he super tall? Aw, that's super cute. That's awesome that you got to meet him. It's so cool when you get to meet people that you really enjoy watching on TV or whatever. Like one of my favorite things when I go to makeup trade shows and whatever, like events, is meeting YouTube people. It's also kind of awkward because you feel like you know them, you feel like you're friends with them because of how personable it is. And even if they don't really know who you are or engage with you online, you're just like, I know you. And then you go talk to them, and then you're like, wait, we don't actually know each other in real life. What do we talk about? I'm gonna be awkward now. When I met Judy from It's Judy Time and It's Judy's Life, I had actually met her twice. One time was down at Generation Beauty, and the second time was here in Seattle because she lives in the area, and they did, what was it, not VidCon, it was Vlogger Fair or whatever it is. And yeah, that was an awkward exchange because she was like, how you been? How are you doing? How are things going? And I'm like, things are busy, good. And she's like, busy? What do you do? And I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. You don't know who I am. I'm just freaking awkward. I am really short too. I'm only 5'1". I am like midget compared to most people. So I got you. When you stand next to someone, it makes them look tall. So I always feel like ex-boyfriends or friends or whoever like to stand next to me because I make them look tall. Oh, I guess that's not too bad. At least you're gonna be like, oh my gosh, I love you. I have the biggest crush on you. And they're like, that's great. Thank you. Okay, I'm gonna go now. Do I have to call security? Anyway, let's go back through trend mood. That was kind of what I was at. Go back. Trend mood 1. My goodness, there's so much stuff that has been released, and I haven't even gotten through most of it. So if you don't mind, I'm going to skip through quite a few of these things just because some of it doesn't seem that interesting. Okay, let's go here. This is Kimchi Chic Beauty. That's hard to say. It's like a tongue twister. These are kind of cute. These little heart-shaped blushes. It kind of reminds me of the Too Faced blushes. I don't know if you remember those, but 2 different colors. I actually, I'm kind of weird. I'm a little picky when it comes to like duotoned blushes that come in a compact like this where they're next to each other. I like that you can kind of mix them together and create a unique shade, but at the same time when they're small like this and you kind of have, if you only want the one color, you kind of have to use a smaller brush, which means it's going to be really intense on your face. So, I don't know. Oh, how funny. Who was it that you met, Sam? Oh, well, you're taller than me, Sophie, so you got that at least. 1 inch taller. That TV show, The 12. Is that the apocalypse one or what? I'm sorry, I'm losing track of that or lost what that train of thought was. I'm sorry. I am the same way, Sam. I don't like to approach people in public unless they, expressly say that on their Instagram or YouTube or something. They're like, hey, if you see me out in public, don't be afraid to come say hi. And it's like, well, COVID now, I would be afraid to say hi because, hello, social distancing. I'd be that person, be like, hi. Sorry, it's COVID, so I can't say hi. And it's like person wearing a mask too, so they're like, what's going on? Anyway. Really good. Okay. Ooh, which Profusion palette? Oh, the crime show. Okay. Sorry. There's like 4 different trains of thought going on here. So I'm like, derp. Plus, boozy drink. We'll just leave it at that. Interesting. I wouldn't know anything about black metal. Not my genre. But that's kind of cool though. Yeah, when you meet someone famous, and someone you may have liked when you're younger, you're like, oh, that's so cool. And then when you get older and you kind of grow out of that phase, I guess, you're just kind of like, that was a cool experience, but now it's not as cool. Like if I were to meet that person now, I'd been like, I loved you as a kid. Great. Nice to see you. Bye. As a troll? Well, that's Halloween-like, isn't it? That kind of makes me think of, what is that group? Slipknot, with the weird masks and, yeah, that, I don't get me started on Slipknot. My brother used to really love them, and I could never take them seriously because I laugh during most of their songs. When he does that weird, screamo scat thing, it just sounds so funny to me. I don't know, it's awkward, and it just makes me laugh. American Horror. Oh, okay, Sophie, thanks for the clarification, because Apocalypse, I was like, huh? I haven't heard of that. No wonder why. It's like, okay, American Horror Story. I need to actually sit down and watch that. My friends, I have some friends who are like, you need to watch it. And every time they say that, I'm like, I will. And then I just don't. I don't know. Ooh, the Starlit Palette. I'm trying to remember which one that is. Sounds pretty. Of course, most Profusion palettes are really pretty. So going back to the blushes, I think they're cute. It doesn't say what the price point is. Oh, they're $15. That's actually not too bad for 2 blushes. They could come out to about $7.50 each. Then again, they are kind of small. I don't know. We'll see. They're really cute. I like the packaging on it. That's how I feel about most metal, like death metal, black metal, all that stuff. If I can't understand it, I don't want to listen to it. Because I'm one of those people where I'm like, if I can't sing along to it or kind of do some sort of thing with my voice along to that music, then it's not worth it to me. You're probably going to laugh at me, but I don't think I've ever seen Ace Ventura before. Or if I did, it was not something that I liked, because I'm not in... Slapstick humor is okay. But Jim Carrey was a little too wild and crazy for my too serious self as a kid. Evan Peters. Okay. I will add it to my must-watch. Pressed glitters. Oh, I forgot. You don't like those, do you, Clara? And not having the greatest glitter glue. Yeah, I hate when glitter gets everywhere. It's why I don't like wearing it on my face. It just looks like a hot mess. And you get it all over your clothes. It just gets everywhere. Versus a growl. Yeah, the growly noises or that weird grunty sound that people make, that's why I laugh at Slipknot, because it's like a grunty, growly, scowly, screamo kind of scat thing. It's like, what is this I'm listening to? Is it like an animal trying to sing? I don't know. That's probably really mean, but it just sounds really weird to me. I just can't help but laugh. Yeah, I know the Ace movies are classics, but I just have a hard time, I loved The Mask as a kid. I don't know why. I guess some Jim Carrey movies I liked, some I didn't. And Ace Ventura was just one that didn't really interest me, but I loved The Mask. I don't know why. But The Mask now, if I watched it, I'd be like, oh my gosh, this is terrible. I'm the same way about Will Ferrell movies. I know people absolutely love them. I just haven't gotten into them. I'm just not really into the slapstick humor. I can watch Elf. And I will watch Elf, but it's not my favorite holiday movie. And I know, a lot of people are going to hate me for that, but that is my opinion, and that's what I'm sticking to. I'm just not that into Will Ferrell. I used to watch him on SNL back in the good old days of Tina Fey and Amy Poehler and Jimmy, wow, I just spaced out. Brain fart, not Jimmy Kimmel, that's not, no, yes, wait. I'm having a brain fart. I'm getting 2 people mixed up here. Jimmy Fallon. There we go. I'm like, Jimmy Kimmel. That's the wrong person. Jimmy Fallon. But yeah, Will Ferrell's just not my cup of tea. Okay, I'm not the only one. Yay. Team hate Ferrell. Okay, that sounds really negative, but team not fan of Ferrell. Yay. Yes, a dance scene. Yeah, I'm with you, Sophie, on those groups. I haven't heard Bowling for Soup in so long. Was it the 1985 song, whatever it was? I feel like that was their one-hit wonder. But I still like Panic at the Disco, Blink 182. Oh, remember Good Charlotte? Anytime a Good Charlotte song comes on, I'm like, oh yeah, there goes that emo phase from back then. Oh my gosh. Fire Saga. Okay. You'll have to send it to me on Facebook or something, like a list of all these shows, because I'm going to forget. I'm so forgetful. Hilarious. Okay. Does it have satire or sarcasm? Because that's like my form of humor. Love Actually is so cute. It is very cute. I would have to say for holiday movies, I love classics. It's a Wonderful Life. Miracle on 34th Street. I actually like both versions, the older one and then the one with Mara Wilson. Actually, I have a quick little fun little story there. I followed Mara Wilson on Twitter, and she's a political activist, kind of, I guess, and a writer now. And she posted something, she retweeted someone else with, since it's October, it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And, you know, there's all these charities and all this stuff going on right now. And she posted someone's retweet of a picture of a shirt. It's like a pink, almost tie-dye kind of look to it. And it's got like this little embroidery or little print of two boobs, essentially. And it's like this weird, I don't know, it's just not the cutest thing. And the person who had tweeted that was saying, yeah, I doubt women would want to wear boobs if they've had mastectomy. It's like, what a great reminder. So Mara Wilson retweeted it, and I commented, because I don't know if any of you know, but my mom passed away 2 years ago with stage 4 breast cancer. And my grandma, her mom, had breast cancer 20 some odd years ago and had a partial mastectomy. And for both of them, having a mastectomy was just like a source of shame. Even though there's really nothing to be ashamed of, but it's just that's how their viewpoint of the world is that, you know, they grew up at a time where women were highly sexualized and your worth and your value is based off how you looked. So not having breasts is something that was a source of shame for them. So my mom refused to get a mastectomy because she didn't want to be boobless, essentially, even though they do all sorts of stuff with reconstruction. She would never have been able to afford it because that wasn't included in her insurance, unfortunately. But anyway, I commented on it like, yeah, my mom and my grandma would have never worn something like that. Why would they want to wear something that reminded them of a source of shame? It just doesn't feel right. Anyway, Mara Wilson liked my comment. So my little which was kind of cool. Oh, I missed quite a few here. Oh, yeah, the mask is kind of creepy, isn't it? Like, as you, yeah, as an adult, I watch it, I'm like, oh, this is so bad. Like, why? And it's that weird cartoony face. Then when the dog gets the mask on, that's terrifying. That's creepy. Oh, okay. I will try it, Clara. I will see. So I like satire, but if you say it's good, I'll watch it. Oh, Bad Santa. I don't think I've seen Bad Santa. I've seen Bad Grandpa, and that was okay. I was at Johnny, what is his name? Johnny Knox, is that his name? Thanks, Sophie. Yeah, it was a rough period. Still a little rough sometimes, you know. Grieving never goes away, but I've kind of come to peace with it because now I don't have to worry about her being sick anymore, which is I guess a good thing. But yeah, it's Knoxville. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I was like Johnny Knox something. I've never really been into his film. So with going back to Johnny Knoxville for a second. I remember him getting into a lot of trouble with some of the stuff he was doing that was disrespectful. And as I watched some of his stuff, I was just like, why would you do that? That's so stupid. Are you looking to die? Like, why? Weird catchphrases. Okay. Okay. Well, if I don't get them, then don't hate me because it'll probably just go over my head, right? I've been holding my phone like this, like la 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 la, and I'm like, why is my hand going numb? Hello, that's why. Oh, thanks for sending those. I'll take a look at that in a minute. Okay. Apparently Morphe's coming out with some mascaras. For $12 and a lash primer. You know, I'm not really on the Morphe train. I have a few Morphe products and they're all right. They're not my favorite, but I just don't feel comfortable supporting Morphe with the whole Jeffree Star thing and just so many things about them that just kind of feels icky. So, yeah. Ding dong. Yep. Whoop. Next is this ColourPop taupes, snake eyes, whatever this is. Oh, it's the taupe collection. The Snake Eyes Super Shock Shadow Duo. That's taupe eyeshadow palette. Oh, so there's a couple of videos I've watched. I think it was, what's her name? Samantha March, I think, did a video on this, as did that girl Shay. Shay does the eye swatches, and I like that it's cool toned. I think it's pretty. Do I need it? Probably not. Do I want to buy it? Kind of. Should I buy it? No. Will I buy it? No. The reason for that is not only because I have most of these colors in my collection, but I'm also not wanting to buy from ColourPop anymore. The reason for that is because of what they did with, was it the Sandstone collection, whatever that was, with them appropriating Native culture with their Southwestern theme and using Native art on their packaging without giving any credit or awareness or any recognition to the tribal art that they were appropriating. And I could go on about that forever, but essentially at the end of the day, a company that is founded by two white people using and appropriating culture that doesn't belong to them and profiting off of them and not actually giving any of that money or recognition or awareness back to those tribes or the native peoples that they're taking that culture from is just wrong. That's it. Oh, this Sam, you like the snake skin? I think it's kind of cute. You know, I don't think it's that tacky. I think it can be really chic and cute, especially with this collection. I have to admit, I do like it, but I won't buy it. And it does feel, yeah, unnecessary. Like, who needs another neutral palette? But it is cool toned, right? But at the same time, I think if I want a cooler toned palette, I'll just get the Natasha Denona one that came out recently. Oh, so my blacklist. Jeffree Star. I don't think I really need to say that. ColourPop is now on there because of that, and they said that they were going to fix it with their, so here's the reason why I'm really upset with them. They acknowledged the fact that they did something wrong, and they said that the next launch or the next stocking, they would change the packaging and the names, but that didn't change the fact that they didn't pull that collection and fix it then and there. They're still profiting off of it. And ColourPop is not an indie brand. I've done a lot of, actually, since I'm in business school, one of my last projects or one of my last classes I had to take last quarter, I did a whole research paper and I chose ColourPop as my research project. So I actually dug deep into ColourPop and their founders and the lab company. So I could go on and on and on about ColourPop. The two siblings that created ColourPop come from a very wealthy family. Their father owns a lab, like a makeup lab. And so they had money to start up Seed Beauty. Seed Beauty owns ColourPop, it owns KKW, it owns Kylie Beauty, it owns Tati's Beauty brand, and plus all the little brands that ColourPop, like Touch of Soul and all those other little ones that they advertise. So they're not hurting for money. They're two white people and they're very wealthy. There's absolutely no reason they could not have pulled that collection. They make millions of dollars. They, in fact, grew so quickly from 2016 to 2020, the last 4 years. So in comparison, NYX Cosmetics is a well-known brand. It's now owned by, I think it was L'Oreal. L'Oreal bought them. In comparison, it took NYX Cosmetics 10 years to get to the same revenue or to be at a certain revenue that ColourPop only took 4 years to get to. Huge difference. They have money to invest. There's absolutely no reason they had absolutely no excuse to not pull that entirely. And it wouldn't have been like they had to recreate all of their products. They could have just taken the eyeshadows out and put them into a new palette. I mean, yeah, components and packaging cost money, but they should have thought about that first. There's just absolutely no excuse for it. Yeah, I agree with you. Yep. And, the way I see it is, yeah, they should have, that would have been a way to come back from that on a PR standpoint. Like, okay, tell us what charities or who we should give profits to or whatever, but they didn't. Another thought is, wouldn't it, a lot of people were arguing about this on Twitter and even Instagram saying, well, I don't get it. Can it be honoring culture? Why can't it be seen as, appreciating culture? And you can't buy culture. I mean, there's some things that you could buy essentially. I mean, costumes, whatever, but there's certain cultures you just don't profit. You should not have, you don't buy culture. That's my point. You don't buy those exchanges. You don't buy someone's history. You don't buy someone's family crest. I mean, you see it in every culture. And the Celtics, I think it's Celtics. I always pronounce that wrong. You see it with this British and the Scots. The Scot after the British conquered over Scotland, you would see it with the tartans. The tartans for the Scots were very sacred to their families. It was emblematic of their families. There were family crests, and it was part of their family culture. When the Brits took over and they started appropriating that, it was seen as such a disrespectful thing to the Scots. It's the same thing with natives. You use native art, you use native, I don't know, any regalia, any, I don't know, it could be anything really. I mean, there's so many tribes and so many different cultural aspects. It's hard to, pinpoint one specific thing. But just the idea of taking someone's culture and selling it when it doesn't belong to them and profiting off of it and not, helping them in any way. It would have been different, and I think this would have been an amazing thing, and I would have been the first to sign up for it and buy it, would have been if ColourPop had reached out to anyone that maybe in the beauty industry, like a native person who is from that tribe and collaborated with them. And instead of just doing, hey, we're using you as this token person to be able to launch this collection, actually going into the history, maybe having stories on the palettes or talking about why this is important to, some sort of awareness, having a real mission behind that. That would have been appropriate. That would have been amazing. But we just didn't see that. It was such a fail. There's so many ways that they could have made that work for them, and they just failed miserably. But anyway, I'm off my soapbox now. Yeah, slow growth, I think. Well, there's nothing wrong with the company growing fast. I don't see that as long as their company and their culture and their ethics are still here. The problem I have with companies that grow fast, or even individuals that we've seen on YouTube who got really popular really fast, they get this big ego and they get this idea that they're untouchable. They've made it so they don't need to stick to these standards, and they cut corners and they don't adhere to that. It just, Anyway, I could go on that forever. I clearly have a passion for it, and yeah. All right, let's continue on with trend mood, shall we? Beauty related stuff. Ose. Wow, I can't speak. I haven't even had much of this, so I have no excuse for not being able to speak properly. That Bailey's is a little strong. Okay, so this is kind of cute. I probably will not buy it, but it is cute nonetheless. It is from Lawless Beauty, and it's, I guess the owner was pregnant when she came up with this palette or this collection, and her baby's name is Daisy, I guess, so this is the Daisy collection. It's cute. It's your typical berry tone palette in collection. And, oh, ooh, I kind of like that lip color though. Although on me, it would probably, I have a hard time with light pink colors on me or any like really light neutral tones. It kind of, I don't know, sometimes it makes me look a little dead. S20, yes. My phone, Galaxy S20, yep. I got it earlier this year because my other phone cracked it and was just not functioning anymore. I like it. And then, like my little case that I got on Amazon, if ever I'm bored, I just sit here and play with my phone. There we go, falling glitter. Okay, so I probably won't buy this. I might look at the lipsticks though. Maybe. It's at Sephora, so I don't know. How much are the lipsticks? Ooh, it's one lipstick and it's $28. If I'm gonna buy a $28 lipstick, it's pretty, but I'll buy a YSL for $28 because I think it's $36. I might as well just cough up the remaining $8 for it, right? Yeah, pinks are really tough. Like I have a lot of red, I have a lot of red and pink to my skin anyway. So I have to pick the right kind of red. It usually has to have more of like a brown tone or maybe even more of like a berry tone for it to work on me. If it's like straight up baby pink, I have a lot of yellow undertones to my skin. You might be able to tell, especially in my décolleté. But yeah, like, it can make me look a little sallow or it can make me look like I'm dead. Yep, friendly goat, Casper, yep. I mean, who knows? It could be your Halloween costume this year, but phone models. Oh, yeah, that's a little interesting. I mean, it was a really good guess, and you were absolutely correct. It is an S20, so I mean, it could be useful for some things, I guess. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna skip that. It's a little pricey for a lipstick. Oh, speaking of lipsticks, ooh, MAC Cosmetics. So I will not order these. So I have this thing. I will not buy MAC from Ulta. I will not buy it from Nordstrom. I will not buy it from any retailer except for MAC Cosmetics because I have a 40% discount with my pro discount. Woo woo. So for me, that's why I talk about MAC a lot, is because I get a 40% discount off their stuff, except for the Viva Glam, which I'm fine paying full price for because they go to the profits go to charity. So they have some new stuff. They have a 12 mini lipstick set. I don't need any more lipsticks. And this is definitely not the year to buy lipsticks. And I was just saying earlier, I'm not buying any lipsticks, but I kind of want these. These look so cute. I love the packaging. They have these little sparkle lids. Okay, as you can tell, I like glitter. Are these traditional colors? Okay, hold on. Let's see if they actually have the names on here. They don't. Oh, yeah, they do. They have these lipstick ornaments with Velvet Teddy, Ruby Woo. So your classic colors, which I don't need because I already have, I think I have Velvet Teddy. I can't remember, but I definitely have Ruby Woo in a full size. I don't need another one of those. But these are adorable. I love ooh, they have highlighters too? What? Okay, I'm going to check this out. I'm not going to say I'm going to buy anything. I love MAC brushes and I love their lipstick, so I might look. Oh, these are pretty too. Oh, no. Oh, no. Extra dimension eyeshadows are so nice. Okay, I might look at these. I probably won't buy them because I could talk myself out of it, even though they're so pretty. And they're so pretty. And the packaging on the lipsticks are gorgeous. Who cares about the packaging, though, really? I mean, I don't need glittery components, really. I can just bedazzle the ones I have. I actually could, actually. That might be a project for later. I'm just kidding. Or am I? All right, next is this balm.com shade. Oh, from Glossier. I was like, I've never heard of that. It's a balm.com. I like the play on words there. Sweet and fruity with a deep coral tint. Limited edition. Okay. I'm not really sold on limited edition anymore. Except for when it's like something I really like. But not for a lip balm. I think it's pretty, but eh. Do we really need a limited edition of this kind of color? No. Skip. Ooh. What is this? Okay, this is really interesting. This is a Tapatio collection from Hip Dot. I've never heard of Hip Dot before. That is really cute. So there are these little bottles. It's a collection here, and there's, look at these. These are so cute. They are lip glosses, I think. What are they? Yeah, high shine lip glosses. Pepper infused. Oh, so it's going to have that little tingly feel too. I don't know about that. I like the Buxom ones, and those are pretty much the only ones I'll wear that do that weird puffy tingly thing on your lips. A sponge, and there's 2 eyeshadow palettes. But these are the cutest little packagings, especially if you like Tapatio. It comes in like the little jar. That's so cute. Oh, she's pretty. That's cute. I don't need it, but it is a cute palette. That one is, I don't know what the name of that is. Oh, of course that is photoshopped. They use the same exact swatches on everybody's skin tones, which is dumb. I hate when they do that. Or rather, yeah, those are photoshopped. They don't, like the curvature doesn't fit how it would look on skin. Uh-oh, I'm in trouble. This has a light green. I am a sucker for green. Actually, that looks almost exactly like this green. This green, well, hold on, this backwards. That green and this one here. I don't need it. I have a green like that. Okay, skip on by. Yeah, it's pretty similar. It looks a little bit darker than what I'm wearing. The one I'm wearing is pretty sheer. It's pretty, but I don't need it. I'm skipping. It's cute, but I'm skipping it. Oh, Rare Beauty is coming out with an eyeshadow palette, apparently. I've heard that's a mixed bag, so I guess we'll see what the palette entails. Okay, there's the taupe collection again from ColourPop. We already know how I feel about that. Apparently, Maybelline is coming out with a black version of their Superstay Matte Liquid Ink lipsticks. These are actually my favorite, hands down favorite liquid lipsticks. They stay all day. They do not budge. It feels like latex, well, kind of like a latexy vinyl feel on the lips. They're a little sticky, but they seriously last. I have like almost, I won't say all. I have probably about like 7 or 8 colors because I like it so much. I don't need a black one. I honestly will probably wear it once for like a video, and I don't need that to stay all day. But it's cool that they came out with it. But yeah, if you ever have the chance to try their matte ink liquid lipsticks, there we go. You should. They're really nice. You can put a little gloss or something over it so it doesn't feel so sticky. Oh, I should check the chat. I haven't seen it in a while. Oh, Wednesday Addams. That sounds fun. I'm probably not going to dress up aside for what I'm doing for my videos. Because 1, I don't get trick-or-treaters where I live, and 2, I'm not cool enough to be invited to anything, and 3, I doubt there's anything really going on anyway. So, yeah. I think it would be kind of fun, though. I've never done Wednesday Addams, and my natural hair color kind of works with it, because I have blackish hair. That sounds fun, though. Oh, that's so funny. Hey, at least you guys have that in common, Clara, that you guys can kind of guess the tech models of the different things. Hey, if that's your hobby and it suits you both, that's cool. Everyone's got their own little things, right? Yeah, the Tapatio is super cute, but yeah, pass. Don't need it. Don't need it, even though it's adorable. Most of the people I know who like Tapatio are guys, so really they don't need it. Oh, that's a bummer that the color didn't work for you. Yeah, I wish they would have testers, but given COVID right now, no, I wouldn't want to because people are gross, and yeah, I've heard some nasty things. I think it was you, Clara, who was talking about in one of your live chats about how that you can still test some stuff there or something like that, and yeah, it just sounds gross. Like all the testers here in our stores are just, yeah, they're wrapped up in shrink wrap now, which I'm kind of glad for because even when we had testers available before this whole COVID nonsense happened, people were gross. I would see women applying lipstick from the tube directly onto their lips from the testers. Ugh. They would be applying mascara using the tester. Again, yuck. or just like using their fingers in the eyeshadows and just putting it directly on their eyes, and yuck. Yuck, 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 yuck. That's not what they're there for. If you want to try out a product, you talk to an associate and they will sanitize the crap out of those products for you and use sanitary methods to apply it. People are disgusting. That's all I gotta say. People are so gross. But anyway, I think it would be nice if there could be some testers in drugstores for these more drugstore brands. Ooh, okay, here's the preview of the Selena Gomez palette. So it looks like it's a high, like all metals or metallics here. It's pretty, but looking at the swatches, I don't see anything super special here. Yeah, there's like a berry tone one. Are they two? No, it's one or two palettes. No, it's one palette. Okay, okay. So it comes out, there's like a lip balm and blush, another liquid blush, souffle matte lip cream duos, and I don't know. The palette, oh, there's two palettes. Okay, that makes more sense now. I'm like, where? I didn't see the berry tones in that one. It's something that looks cute, but I don't need it. I'm more intrigued by some of the face products that she has. I guess we'll see. Yeah, I'm probably going to skip it. It's cute, but definitely don't need it. Okay, Fenty Skin. I've already talked about me and skincare. Not probably going to skip that too. I haven't really been intrigued by much Fenty stuff. I have those contour sticks. I have some of those lip things that they came out with a few months back. But I tried a few, like their glitter balm, I hated. I hated that with a passion because it was just messy and it looked like I rolled in a bag of glitter. And yeah, so I haven't really tried a lot of Fenty. It just hasn't really intrigued me that much. Yeah, the mint color on the Tapatio one. Yep. But if you want that mint color and you want shades that you're probably going to use more, excuse me, I'm losing my voice. I have the NYX Ultimate Palette. It's got some fun grungy tones, wearable tones in here too. There's cool tones. I don't know. If this is your color story, this might be a better option. Yeah, I agree. Don't assume it's it. Yeah, that's a good point. And gross. Ugh, yuck. Nope. Yeah, people are gross. That is one thing I do in every drugstore or wherever I'm at and I decide to purchase makeup is I look at the packaging to see if there's shrink wrap or some way to prevent people from swatching it. And if it's like something that doesn't have, actually here's a good example. This is a new palette that I bought. This is a CoverGirl Rain palette, this eyeshadow palette. So there's this little like plastic tape thing. Hold on. How did I get this open? Here we go. Where it was just taped like this. This is the only thing that kept the palette. But I looked at it. I actually turn it and look at it to see if you can see any lift or kind of warping of that tape. Because if it's warped in any way, you know someone has opened it. But I opened it just to make sure. I always open every palette and I look at it in every single light to see if there's any fingerprints on both the shadows and on the inner packaging. Sometimes you can tell, like you can see oil residue sometimes. Like I see my fingerprint right there. Even though this is cardboard and paper, like you can still tell sometimes if there's like a fingerprint or oil smudge or something. So I always do that just to see. Because, yeah, I don't want anyone else's gross germs on my eyes. Oh, speaking of this palette, this was kind of fun. I haven't tried CoverGirl eyeshadows in a hot minute, so I thought I would try this. I did swatch them, and they looked kind of pretty, but they remind me of the Maybelline eyeshadows. Like the Soda Pop one, I think is what it is. Nail art. Ah, that would be so fun. I used to do a lot of nail art back in the day. I actually uploaded some of those videos, but they were like the least watched videos on my channel, so I stopped doing them. But my nails look like crud right now because they chipped. But here's what I have. Oops. I have two I actually did my nails in here. So I have this color on. This is Under 18. Horrible name. It's from Sinful Colors, and it's, you know, pretty red. And then for my accent nails, there you go. You can see the glitter. This is a development one called Luftballons. I don't know. It looks like it's trying to speak German. Clara, you would probably know. Luftballons. Ballons. I don't know. It's going to be backwards, I think. It's not going to focus. But, oh, it's not backwards. Yeah, it's that. Okay, yeah, I haven't really bought Maybelline lipsticks. I'll buy the liquid lipsticks, and those have the tape on them for sure. So I'll look. I was so sad. There was one color I'd been looking for, and I went to like Walmart and Target and the drugstores around here, which are Walgreens and Rite Aid, and we have a local one called Bartell's. We finally have a CVS. So I went like everywhere on the hunt for this one specific color, and I found it a couple of times, but they had been opened. I was so mad. Oh, cool. That's fun that she's able to send you nail polishes. Sadly, I haven't been, like, I can't ship nail polishes. I did a giveaway where, that was open. I did my giveaway like a month or two ago, and I was going to ship or include some nail polishes for the international winners, but unfortunately I couldn't. They wouldn't let me ship nail polishes internationally. I could only ship them via. You can't put them on the airplanes because they're flammable. So I hope you can get them. 99 Left Balloons. Yes, I remember that song. Thank you. That's okay. That makes more sense now. I'm forgetting. I'm trying to remember how that song goes. I know what you're talking about. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. I'm gonna eat a grape. But yeah, I'll play with that a little bit more. That CoverGirl one. Okay, more products from Revolution Beauty. Yeah, Makeup Revolution. They have so many brands I can't tell. Probably pass on these. Yeah, they're giant palettes as usual. I don't like giant palettes. Lip glosses look kind of pretty though. Don't need them, but they're pretty. Oh, so they have this like, what is this called? Crystal Ball Face and Body Loose Highlighter. That reminds me of the Fenty one, the glitter bomb thing. I hated that. It was messy. There was glitter everywhere. It was just, no, that's not for me. Oh, Germany to UK. Okay, that's good. That's good though. Yeah, I always get a little wary of that. I'm like, I don't think you can ship it. But if you can in Europe and that's ground mail, that's awesome. They also have some lip colors. Nothing exciting or new that I'm intrigued by. Oh, a 9-pan palette, however. Reminds me of a Huda Beauty one. It's pretty. I don't need it. I don't need it. Oh, this is pretty. Don't need this, but it's pretty. Oh, okay. I just realized what this is. This is the Rare Beauty. These are the two palettes, but in a better photo. Looking at it from this angle, they look really pretty. But they're all metallic. There's no matte shades, and I don't need them. Oh, but the packaging. Look at this packaging. If I can zoom it in a little. That packaging is like glittery and shimmery. Okay, nope. I refuse to buy anything based on packaging. Said the person who was talking about and raving about the MAC packaging for the limited edition. Okay, moving on. Oh, speaking of MAC, that's their holiday collection all over again. Yeah, that's pretty. I don't need it though. Oh, apparently you can get early access if you're an Obsessed member. I think I am. Yeah, I'm pretty, actually, I think I met the highest tier because I made a huge purchase at down in LA at the beginning of this year when I thought things would be fine with business this year, and I invested a lot of money in my workshops. So I'm pretty sure I hit that highest tier because of how much I spent there. Um, Mostly lips of their holiday collection, and then a few other things. Yeah. Ooh. Nah. Again, there's those extra dimension eyeshadows. Swatched. Yeah, they look pretty, but nothing. I would have to swatch them in store, which is not possible right now. Oh, and I guess the Sephora. Oh, yeah. Sephora is doing their VIB, whatever, Beauty Insider sales at the end of the month. It starts on October 30th. So if you are an insider, you get 10% off starting November 5th. If you are VIB, you get 15% off starting November 3rd. And if you are VIB, or excuse me, if you are a Rouge member, 20% off starting October 30th. I am a VIB member, and I probably won't be getting the VIB status again this year. So, you know what? I have not purchased anything from Sephora using the VIB discount code in like a couple of years. So, for me, when I purchase something from Sephora, it has to be because that's the only place I can get it. And it's like the best option for me. So, I don't know. We'll see if I purchase anything. If there's some things that are exclusive to Sephora, I might do the 15% off. We'll see. There's not a lot of stuff that I need that's from mainstream beauty that I am really intrigued by. Most of the stuff I'm intrigued by lately are from indie brands, so we shall see. Although it would be a good opportunity to buy from Natasha Denona or Pat McGrath. We'll see, though. We'll see. There's this holiday collection from Natasha Denona. This is a metallic highlighting powder, which I'll probably skip because I don't like metallic highlighters. I don't like them to be I don't like it to look like I have a streak of metal on my cheeks. And then there's lipsticks and, oh, there's an eyeshadow palette. Ooh, that sounds intriguing. Okay, ooh, okay, so it's the 5-pan. It's kind of pretty. It's like a mix of kind of warmer and cooler tones. You can see kind of a warmer brown and then some of the cooler taupey kinds of colors here. I don't know. We shall see. Probably won't buy it though. If I'm going to buy Natasha Denona, it'll probably be a larger palette. Like the gold palette, which I've been eyeballing for like years now, and I still haven't taken the plunge. I have the Metropolis one though. Okay, there's these Huda microfiber cleansing cloths. Nah, I'll skip that. I already have makeup eraser and such. Okay, here's a better picture of the Natasha Denona stuff. Nah, there's the palette again. Oh, bye, Sue. I'm glad you could come and hang out for a little bit. I hope you have a good night. Bye. Let's see, I missed a few things here. Sorry. Oh, my Divinity Palette. I am still playing with it. I have it right here. I was watching, do any of you follow Britt Clark? I have been watching some of her lives lately, and she did a video, like a live thing with her Divinity Palette the other day, and I was like, ooh, I want to try doing that makeup look, because she took this deep shade with this purple and this purple into this really amazing like eye look, and then she took this green and this gold on another eye, and it was really cool. I love this palette. You know, it's not the exact same formula as the other palette that I have, but I don't have any of the larger mothership palettes to compare it to, but in my video I did talk about the differences in size and the cost per ounce and cost per gram. So that's something to consider, that some might be, depending on the formula and the price point for you, that could be a huge determining factor on whether or not to purchase this. But yeah, I'm going to play with this a bit more. I love this color scheme. I love purples. It's a very purple tone palette. Like purple and berries mostly on this side. You got a couple pops of color, like some golds and like coppers, and then over here, like warmer orangey copper tones. But if you took out the golds and the greeny tones, you would be left with a lot of purple and pink tones, which I'm not unhappy about. I really like them. My favorite shadow so far is probably this one. There we go. Sorry, it's like a fuchsia base and it reflects. Oh, hello, my headband just fell off. Hold on. There it is. Put this back on. There we go. Yeah, it's kind of like a, well, actually in different lights. So from this angle, it's like a copper red burgundy-ish base with some reflects of like a pinky fuchsia purpley color. And then from another angle, it looks blue and teal. Here we go. You can kind of see it. It's one of my favorites there. It's so pretty. But yeah, I need to play with that a bit more. I'm really excited about it. I'm so glad I bought it. It's so good. Ooh, interesting about the Jeffree Star items. I wonder if it's because people stopped buying them, so they're trying to get their stock moved. But I feel like people are still supporting him regardless. I don't know. I just never been interested. I don't own any Jeffree Star products, and I never have and never will. Oh, you like the gold one better? Then I might have to buy it. I might have to buy it. But I do have a few more palettes I'm waiting to come in the mail. I ordered the rest of Shroud's. Excuse me. I ordered that new Shroud Cosmetics collab with Beauty, the It's Freaking Bats palette. And then I ordered the, what is it called? It's not Divinity. It's whatever, like, shoot, I'm spacey. I can't remember. Let's see. Anyway, I'll pull it up later. It's whatever, like, regal whatever palette with the goddesses' names, and then I have the creepy cute singles coming to me too. So I'm like, yes, I'm so excited. Yeah, I could see where that would be tempting. Even then, like some of the stuff that has gone on sale, I'm just like, nah, I don't really want him to get any money from me. He's plenty rich. Not that it would make a difference for him to have another 50 or 60 bucks. But if there are more people like me saying, oh, if you know, if 1,000 people are like, oh, it's only $50, it's not really going to make that much of a deal. That $50 times 1,000 people is a lot of money. Yeah, I thought about buying the Blue Blood palette, I'll admit, because I like blues, but not that much to buy it. I was intrigued by it. And I think at that time I was reconsidering my stance on his products because I think that was after the first series with Shane that he had done. And I was kind of like, well, maybe I could see where, you know, the human side of him where he's maybe not as big of a jerk. But that whole thing, of course, we all know what happened there. So, I don't know. I'm wondering if that's why a lot of his stuff's on sale at Beauty Bay. I also noticed that his Morphe collab, whatever palette that was, went on sale too. I think it was on sale at Ulta for like half off. And I was really considering that palette for a little while. I thought it was such a pretty color story. But I talked myself out of it because 1, I didn't need it. 2, the pinks would have stained my eyes. And 3, I thought about Morphe and Jeffree Star, 2 brands I don't really want to support. So probably not a good idea. So I refrained from it. Oh, so as far as like going back to your question earlier, Clara, my ban list is basically really small. Jeffree Star, Morphe, ColourPop. Although ColourPop, I'm kind of... Oh, and Anastasia Beverly Hills. I will not buy from her anymore, or from that brand anymore. Ooh. I've been wanting that palette that Oceanic palette. I've been eyeing that for so long. But we'll see. I'm kind of now hesitant because I know you said that you didn't like their formula as much. So I'm kind of like, do I really want to? Do I need it? Probably not. But it's pretty. I also have the e.l.f. blue-green one, whatever that is. I actually found it yesterday when I was digging around in my one of my palette drawers, and it was stuck to the bottom of my Metropolis one. So I was like, oh, that's where that went, and I forgot I had it. So maybe that's also a good dupe with a better formula. I don't know. I would have to buy it to try it and see, but I'm not going to buy it just to try it and see if I like it. I mean, I do that with some palettes, I'll admit, but I'm trying not to anymore. Certify. I've never heard of that brand. Is that a European brand, or is that something that's available internationally? Is it an indie brand? Because I'm not familiar with them. I'll have to check it out, though. It sounds really cool. You should get the Arcana palette. I say it's really amazing. I love how grungy and fun those colors are. I mean, a lot of the palettes that I've been kind of eyeballing are so similar with jewel tones and grungy tones, but I can never have enough. What can I say? Now I have almost every Shroud Cosmetics palette that's available. I have 3 more of their things coming to me soon. Oh, it is Revolution. You know, some of their I have a few things from them, but I don't know. It feels kind of cheap to me, and I don't mean that in a mean way, but I feel like some of the cheap packaging they use just reminds me of the old days when you could get that, you know, that 120 color eyeshadow palettes for like $30. It just reminds me of those days where everyone's like, oh, I have this giant palette of all these colors and it's cheaply made in China. It just gives me that weird nostalgic feeling, some of their packaging. Okay, thanks, Clara. I'll look at Certify. I'm actually going to pull it up really fast. I just realized I'm already in a browser. Doop. Certify. Oh, it might help if that didn't. Okay, cool. Pulled it up. I will now remember that. Okay. Ooh, okay. It's cool that they ship to the US. Another company that I've been kind of thinking about that's UK based is P. Louise. Oh, I know the Dark Moon series, the 3, right? Is that what you're talking about? And that's actually one I didn't purchase. I think it was sold out when I went to buy it. Cheap and cheerful. That's reasonable. I mean, they're not horrible. They're not a bad quality. There's some things that are just not that great, but I mean, it's hit or miss with some of their things. I mean, I have the Emily Wants palette with Revolution, and I like that. Yeah, I'm with you, Sam. Our Arcana palette definitely should be high up on your list. I haven't tried any Odin's Eye. I always watch Angie's videos. Angelica Nivquist. I'm terrible at names. I'm so bad at that. But anyway, she uses Odin's Eye all the time, and a couple other creators I watch. And then, yeah, I've been wanting to try Cliona for a while. They're so pricey, though. It's another brand that I'm like, I want it, but I'm not going to get it forever because they're still doing only pre-orders right now because of COVID. But I want them. Not all of them. I mean, if you watch that that really long video I did on the 5 indie brands and $1,000 shopping challenge, you saw my struggle with trying to like keep my purchase price really low for Cliona so I had enough money to spend on the others. Okay. I feel your pain. Yesterday, when I was doing my makeup, I was pulling open my foundation drawer. And it was stuck, and I couldn't figure out why I couldn't open it. The bottom fell through. That drawer is so heavy and so full that the bottom of the IKEA drawer fell through. I think that's a sign I have too much. That was like, oh no. So I had to take everything out, fix the drawer, like pull the little thing back into its slot, like slam it shut so the little locking mechanism went back in. And now it's still like, it's not even like fully, it's not what it was before. So I can't put everything back in there like it was, which is fine because it's just so full. It was so chaotic. I just need to go through the rest of those drawers and actually reorganize them. And I just need to get rid of things. I cannot justify buying more organization things because I have too much makeup. It just means I need to get rid of makeup. Oh, you should you should definitely film it if you have a chance to upload it. That'd be really fun to watch. I always like watching those kinds of videos because, you know, you can explain what sounds interesting or what doesn't sound interesting. I'm always just kind of interested in what people have to say about makeup brands and their opinions and thoughts on it. Yeah, I'm kind of embarrassed to say that, Clara, about my makeup drawer. Yeah, that's just yeah, not a good thing. Well, we're almost to the end of the Trend Mood releases. Mother Divinity. But the 3 quads have been released too, plus more lipsticks. I did buy a lipstick when I bought the Divinity Palette, and I love that formula. It's kind of thick, and it stays place. I don't feel like I need a lip liner with it. It didn't, like, I wore it for a good while. I had to blot it down significantly because I ended up going out and, you know, wearing a mask over lipstick. Never a good idea. But it stayed in place when you blotted it down, and I like the texture of it, so I might try more. They're a little pricey, though. A little pricey. But the quads, I am passing on. It kills me, but I'm going to pass on them because they're so expensive. I think these are $55 for 4, or you can get all 3 for, I think it was $115. A lot of money for 12 eyeshadows, and I don't need it. They're pretty. All right, this is interesting. Cloud Magic Colorful Liquid Liner and, excuse me. I had a little, I'm eating my grapes and one of the little skins kind of got caught there. I'm like, let's not choke, you know, especially live. That would be really embarrassing. So these are interesting. It's from Lavender Boutique. It's pouring. It is raining cats and dogs outside. Smells nice. Oh, that's weird. I'm sorry that your trio wasn't good. I didn't even know she had trios. Were they like, oh, excuse me, I have to adjust myself in my seat. Oh, lipsticks. Ooh, crumbly lipsticks are not good. Yeah, the one I got was like, oh, I wish I brought it in here. But it's a full size, and it just feels really nice. It feels really creamy. So, I don't know, you must have gotten a bad batch. Yeah, I'm with you, Clara. The shipping price, yeah, pre-orders, I get it, and it helps them, like, once they have that money, they can reinvest it and actually pay for the product and all that stuff. But how long will it take to get it? I will say I did pre-order the Arcana Palette collection, the whole PR kit last year when it came out, and it was a pre-order, and I waited 2-3 months for that, and that was grueling because I mean, Arcana is so pretty, but you know, as an indie brand, I get it. Like, you don't want to invest all that money for products that may flop, and then you have all this excess product on hand that could go bad. So I get it from that standpoint, but it's really hard when you're like, this is a promise to send this out 3 months down the road, I guess. I don't know. But, I mean, I know with Cleona, it's not because they don't want to. It's because of COVID. And they're Canadian based too, so I don't know what their shipping customs are right now and what their requirements are, but all I know is that you can't get across the Canadian border. And I used to live like 5 miles south of the border, so whenever I go home, so my sister lives about an hour and 15 minutes ish north of where I live, which is next to the border. And they always have these signs there that tell you how long the border wait is. And it's always like closed. Anytime I go up there, it's like border closed, closed, closed. Because Canada's not letting us in. And I don't blame them one bit. Yep. Lip gloss around the house. For Zoom meetings or whatever. It's the only reason I wear lip colors is if it's just for me. Otherwise, it makes absolutely no sense to wear it with masks, right? When is Allie supposed to be sending you that package, Clara? I thought she was supposed to send you something. Maybe you could ask her to do it. That way it's all in one big shipping thing, because shipping is expensive. Just saying. That might be an option. Just show up randomly like, hey, give me all your eyeshadows. Here's money, take it. That'd be a little creepy though. Yeah, just do it. Just take it, just do it and buy it. Okay, the last thing on Trend Mood that's newish is another skincare product from Centella. Yeah, Centella Asiatica extract, something like that. The hydrator. Not really. Oh, sorry, I totally missed that. It's from Monday Born Beauty. So many new brands, I can't keep track of names, so I'm missing it. I mean, it's like a lotion, right? A hydrating lotion. It's a lotion, folks. I can't. And that's it. That's it for all the new stuff. And actually, they don't really have many indie brands, so maybe I should look up the indie brand stuff, because there's some indie brand stuff that I'm really interested in. So hold on. Search indie makeup spotlight. Oh, this is another palette I was really interested in. Oops, wrong one. It's the Urban Myth palette from Black Moon Cosmetics. I think it launches today. Yeah, it launches today. I might pick it up. This one's kind of fun. I'm gonna turn my phone. Lots of blues and purples. So the bottom row was sorry, there we go. The bottom row I think is all matte, and then the tops are like shimmers and metallics. It's pretty. She's a pretty palette. And that packaging is everything, right? It's $38, so it's not too pricey. I mean, compared to like Pat McGrath or something like that. Excuse me. Do they have swatches of this though? They don't. I love the names of the eyeshadows though. Whoops. There's Area 51, Boogeyman, Bermuda Triangle, Paranormal, Bloody Mary, Mothman, Crop Circles, Loch Ness, Chupacabra, and Bigfoot. I love it. I love the theme of that. It's like the perfect Halloween palette. I don't need it, but I want it. These are interesting. This is from, hold on, Inspired Sable? I don't know, what's the brand? Is that the brand? I don't know. So anyway, this is called Lively Lavender Chinchilla Palette. It's like all lavender tones. That's really pretty. It is really pretty. Do I need any more purples? No. Do I want more purples? Always. Shall I scroll on past? Probably. Never too much makeup. Never, 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 never. Yeah, I'm with you, Sophie. I'm doing the same thing. I'm like, just buy it. Just do it. Just do it. I'm like, yeah, on the shoulder. You know you want to buy us all the makeups, right? That's weird with Lancome. I didn't know they did pre-orders. You would think that they would just launch it since they are such a big company backed by L'Oreal. Weird. Oh, it was half the price? I'll have to look. Well, I don't know. If they haven't released it, that's weird. Or they haven't shipped it or sent it out or something. That's really weird. Oh, wait, I read that wrong. You already have it. Okay. But it hasn't been spoken about in a while. Interesting. You know, I'm not sure. I like the idea of supporting a small business. I actually met them at what trade show? I think it was the owner that I met, and she was really nice. Very helpful. So if it's an indie brand, I feel better about supporting indie brands than I do like Lancome. Don't get me wrong, I like my Lancome and I like my more luxury brands, but they don't really need the money. I mean, no one really needs my money, to be honest, but they don't need me to buy anything, and I don't need to buy anything. It is pretty though. We shall see. I purposely don't bring my purse upstairs with me because I'm upstairs in my office. And when I sit at my computer, I don't have my credit card or my debit card sitting here, so I can't just make an impulsive purchase. If I want to make an impulsive purchase, I have to get my lazy butt up and I have to go downstairs and get to my purse and then come all the way back up. And sometimes that's just too much effort for me. I'm not going to lie. Half price. Okay. Huh. Well, I'll look at it and see, but I mean, either way, I don't know, I kind of want it. But then I did order this palette. That's the freaking Bats palette, and it has similar colors. Although this one is more, I don't know, that one's more green and purple, whereas this one has more reds and golds and teals, I guess. I don't know. It's hard. I also want to make a purchase from Midas. They have those, what are they? The liquid, brain fart again. The, liner palettes. The water activated liners. There we go. They have a pastel one. Sorry. Brain fart. But they came out with this little set of pastel shades. I'm going to skip it because I have that Beauty Bean one coming to me. And I have a couple of colorful palettes already that are similar enough. Oh, I want to show you really quickly. Here's some other palettes that I purchased. There's this one from Lorac. It was going to be this or the Urban Decay Wired palette, but the Wired palette is like being discontinued, and this one appealed to me more because I like Lorac's formula. These are amazing. So like this yellow is so creamy and soft and pow. Like it's not, my lighting is not doing it justice. There we go. Matte. And then this orange shade, it's a little crumbly, but pow. And then this pink. Kapow, and then the blue. Another word. Bang, because I have said kapow too many times. So fun. So fun. Oh, I'm sorry you're not feeling well. I hope you feel better. Ooh, I hope you don't have food poisoning. That sounds awful. Feel better. I'm so sorry. Ugh, that's the worst too. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't get it, Sam. That's what I've heard. And that's why I bought this one instead, this Pigments palette. And here's how strong they are. I just wipe my hands off. And they stain. They're definitely pigments versus your typical eyeshadows. So this will be fun for like costume looks or really bold looks. I would just have to use a really good base and primer underneath so my eyes don't stain as much with them. Oh, well then I'm really glad I didn't get it because I almost did. I feel bad because I used to love Urban Decay. It was the brand I would buy all the time, but they just fell off the map for me and their quality hasn't really been there. The only palette that has intrigued me from them in the last year, a couple of years really, is the Honey palette but I don't have it because it's, you know, golds and neutrals, and I just can't justify buying it, but it looks really pretty. Probably the only thing that's really interesting to me. The Stones palette is kind of up there, but kind of not. I don't need it, but it's pretty. Oh, okay. Here's another palette that I bought. This one was kind of impulsive because I love the packaging, and I bought it online. I bought it on her website, Flora Mercier. I know it's basic, but they're so pretty. Spigot. Yeah, this palette, here, I'll swatch it really fast for you guys. The shadows are really soft and velvety. They're really light, so it's not like you're going to get a ton of pigment from it. Oh, I shouldn't have swatched it on that finger because I have too much pigment from the other one. Here, I'll do it on this one. They're just soft. Forget the pinky. It's just a typical soft kind of shimmering palette. This one, the reason I liked it so much is because this is called the Prima Ballerina Mini Eyeshadow Palette. It was a good price. I think it was like $30-something. And I mean, it's like $6-7 per shadow, which is reasonable. But I like the colors. I was a sucker for the colors and the packaging. It's just so pretty. I think this was limited edition for the holidays, which kind of fits because of the Nutcracker, so it wasn't too much of a stretch. But I bought that. It's definitely more of like an everyday kind of soft glam kind of makeup, which I can wear and I appreciate at times. Let's see, is there any other palette here? I have one other palette to show you guys. So, oh, this seems dumb. Remember how we were talking about blue palettes? And I totally spaced out. Whoopsie. Totally spaced out that I have this beautiful blue palette right here. Yes, they are very pretty. I love, it's just the gentle, soft feel of the ballerina, the soft pinks. I don't wear a lot of pinks, but I like the light. I like them. $24 to ship? Dang. Ooh, ouch. That's expensive. You would have to do like a mega order. Do they even offer free shipping if you have like a large order? I mean, obviously if you only want the one palette, then that's that. But I mean, if you were to place like $100 order, they don't offer free shipping for that. That's ridiculous. That's expensive. Maybe you'll just have, well, I don't think you answered my question. Is Allie supposed to be sending you something? I thought you guys had something going on with that. Anyway, you can tell her to send it to you because she already had like this big package that she was supposed to ship to you, right? Or maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I've misconstrued that. Yes, this is the Blueberry Muffin Palette from BH Cosmetics. Ordered this on Ulta. Angie did a video on using this, and I didn't actually see the video until after I purchased this, and then she was raving about it, so I was like, oh good, I didn't buy a crap palette. This is my first BH Cosmetics palette. I haven't used it yet, but I swatched it, and oh, this is such a nice formula from what I can tell. It actually, so this formula actually reminds me of my Divinity palette with the metallics. It has that nice, you know how when you swatch or you put your finger into a metallic shade and there's a little bit of resistance and this kind of texture, like you feel like you're kind of rubbing it off, like there's some grip to it. There we go. This has that kind of grip to it. Oh, okay. She already sent it. And now you're supposed to send Sam one. Oh, you guys are funny. It's like, just throw it all into, like, just do like a quarterly thing, right? So like every quarter you'll have her send you something or someone will send something to someone. I don't know. But yeah, I'll swatch these too. Oh, yeah, so pretty. It's like, when are you going to ship it? I'm waiting. No. I also like that there's like a matte gray in here. There was this point in time where I couldn't find a matte gray to save my life. I went to MAC and I went Makeup Geek. I went everywhere that has really good matte formulas. I like a good matte gray, and finally people are coming out with them, so that's a good gray. And then there's this periwinkle shade, kind of a lavender mix to it. It's really pretty. I already swatched that one. Never mind. Haha, just kidding. I mean, oh, and then there's Delish, which is a light blue. It's similar, but not quite. I haven't used it yet, but I am excited to. Whoopsie. Oh my gosh, there's... Ah, shoot, I just got makeup everywhere. Look at my poor arm. Okay, good thing I have makeup wipes. Isn't that right, Miss Sandy Wandy? Here, I'm going to turn my monitor really quickly. That's Sandy. What you doing now, Sandy? Are you just chilling? You see my wall compound, wall board joint compound mix right there, because this back wall is something that I'm retexturing. And that's what's used to do it. And then she's sitting on a pile of my homework. Are you even paying attention, Clara? Because I have a kitty cat in shot. I think I got it all. I don't know. I can't even help myself right now. You're talking to the wrong crowd for help. We're just enablers, remember? Oh. She's like, how dare you disturb me? That look. What'd you do that for? Oh, yep. I touched her without permission, and now she's doing the whole, ugh, bathe myself. You touched me. Gross. What you doing? She's the baby. She's just over a year old, I think. Yeah, she's a year old. She's itty bitty. I call her little one. Isn't that right, little one? Miss Sandy Wandy, little one. Yeah, she's like, you touched me, and therefore I need to bathe. Yeah. Actually, I'm going to show you something really funny. Oh, here it is. So I have this. Oh, she knows what this is. The little laser. Where'd it go? Have it on my hand. Look up. Sorry if any of you has a problem with that. Move it back. You want to play? She loves lasers. She will go like psychotic kitty on me. Oh, so cute. So cute. Okay, let's not point your butt at the camera. No one wants to see kitty cat butt. Anywho. So are there any other makeup brands or little releases that anyone's considering aside from, Shroud and Arcana? Because, oh, I was also thinking of getting Lunar Beauty Spellbound palette. It's been out for a while, but I think it looks really pretty, and I love the witchy theme of it because it has like Prue and Phoebe and Piper and Paige from Charmed. It's got Samantha from Bewitched and other, I think there's a Sabrina in there. Lots of your favorite pop culture witches. So I kind of want it. And it's also really pretty. Oh, I just got a chill. It's chilly. Man, it's fall. at least it stopped raining, and I don't think it's storming anymore. So I think this would be the perfect time to run out and do any errands that I need to do before it's like pouring down again. So I think I'm going to wrap it up because I've been on for, I think, 2.5 hours now. Wow. Oh, yeah. I feel like we've already gone through the whole craziness of makeup releases recently. There's a few things that are coming out like Terra Moon and Clarity and some other little brands. Ofra, which I almost think that Ofra is not really indie anymore because they're so popular and you can get them at Sephora now. Midas has a few things I'm interested in, but other than that, I mean, I really don't need to buy anything else. Oh, Divina Cosmetics has some really pretty duochromes that I'm interested in, but these are the duochromes. They're pretty, but honestly, whenever I wear even the Pat McGrath duochromes, which are beautiful, I always just get wigged out when I'm applying them because I think, oh, you know, when you apply them, they shift, and then when it goes around a curvature and you think, oh, I missed a spot, and then you turn your way, like, no, I didn't, and then you look at the other side and you're like, I missed a spot there. It's like, I don't need it. But I actually don't have too many duochromes. I only have the ones that are my Pat McGrath and a couple, I think, from, what brand are they? I have some Makeup Geek ones. Yeah, mostly Makeup Geek. I hope she comes out with more stuff. I've been wanting to get the Matrix collection, but I might just do Afterpay with it. That way I can justify the expense of it. Because I mean, I don't need any more neutrals, but I really, 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 really want the Matrix system. You know, if I could have a dream collaboration, I would do one with Makeup Geek because I love her system. What I would do is have like a release of special shades, and then I would use existing eyeshadows and do like separate quads for them for those who want just a basic eyeshadow, or a series of all the special shades together and that's it. Or if you want like a matrixy kind of thing, like you can buy them as singles, you can buy the collection, or you can put them in quads and buy the separate quads for those who want it that way. That's how I would do my release with them because their matrix system is genius. So yeah, like I think about that and I'm like, that would be the most amazing way to do a collaboration because buying a palette like this is fun and, you know, it's exciting, but it's like, I already have this color and I already have this color and I already have these colors. I have this one. Actually, hold on. I want to do a quick comparison here. I just realized, whoa, hello. In my Divinity palette, there's this purple shade on the bottom, which is kind of, well, now that I'm playing with it, it's kind of like a deep plum base with purple fuchsia reflects. And then there's this Baker's Dozen one here in the, okay, they're similar but slightly different. This one's the Baker's Dozen. This one is the Pat McGrath. I thought they would be more similar because they both have purple glitters in them. But one definitely has the black base versus the plum base. Definitely different. I thought I would do a little experiment there. And I spoke too soon. The rain is back. The rain in Spain stays mainly in the plain. I don't know. What you doing now, Sandy Wandy? Yeah. Oh, no, don't touch. Okay. Ouch. Now it's time to get some junk food in my system. Actually, tonight, I'm supposed to make French onion soup for dinner. I've been meaning to make it for a while, but I haven't. But tonight, I'm going to force myself to because I had to throw an onion away because I waited too long to make my soup. And I bought these little crostinis to put on top with the cheese. So it's going to be pretty tasty. So, like, today is the perfect day for soup. Probably do, like, a salad or something with it, too. All right. I think I'm going to head off. I've talked about pretty much everything. And as I said before, I've been on for, like, 2.5 hours. My throat. Hey, you, what are you doing? My throat's a little sore because I've been talking so long. But I will have some new videos up soon. I'm editing my highlighters collection video. Yeah, so that's coming up. I also have, what else? Oh, my video editor's not up. I have a couple of videos already pre-filmed, so I need to edit and upload those. And then I'll be filming this weekend a Halloween look. That's going to be fun. Maybe with some green screen in the background, with some funky background or something, if I can figure that out. I haven't done green screen before with my editor, so we shall see. Anyway, I hope everyone's doing well and that you have a great rest of your day. I'm going to finish my boozy drink and not drive anywhere because that would be irresponsible. But I am going to probably go make myself a sandwich because I've had nothing but grapes, coffee, booze, and half a cookie. And I should have some protein. But anyway, thanks for hopping on and hanging out with me today. It's fun as usual. And I think I'll try to schedule another one in a couple of weeks. Oh, and hi, Eros, love. I'm sorry I didn't see you. Hello and goodbye, I guess. I think you're saying goodbye. I don't know. Sorry. But yeah, anyway, have a great rest of your day and evening for those of you out in Europe. And have a good night. I'll see you next time. Mwah. Bye.